Hey, what is up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the Guilty as Charged podcast. My name is Steven, and I am the host as always. And join me is a very special guest from the Charger facility, Mr. Austin Johnson. Austin, thanks for taking the time for us today. How we doing?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
Good. How was practice today?
Practice was good, man. Just trying to get everything ready to go down to Tennessee and come out with a win.
Absolutely. Hopefully that is the case. We'll dive into some questions today, obviously, that I have. And then we have some listener questions that we were able to get from our loyal listeners. So that should be fun. Just want to go back to some things. Obviously, this was a really different offseason for you coming off of the injury. You played your first game back from the injury. So how's the knee holding up, and what's kind of been that process for you over the last couple of weeks as you gear up towards playing in games again?
The knee's been good, man. Can't complain. Had a great group of people helping me rehab and getting where I need to get back on the field and help the team win.
This was
Yeah,
this was your first major injury, right?
yeah. I've never been injured before. Ever have missed a game, missed practice or anything. So this was something very new to me. But I had a great group of people from in this building, back at home, family, just supporting me and kind of being there for me.
Well, let's hope that that bill of clean health continues going forward. Last season, obviously, you get injured, Christian Covington gets injured, Otito gets injured. What does it say about the room that you guys were able to kind of come together last season and finish strong in that point? And how have you been able to see that growth carry into this season?
Um, just like every team, it's like a next man up kind of league. So if somebody gets hurt, somebody else has to fill that role and do the job. And we had the right people in the room last year to do that and get where we needed to get to. But I mean, it just speaks volumes to those guys who were ready to play right away and get out there and do what we needed to do.
Yeah, I love that. We're seeing guys like Christopher Hinton and Scott Malik come into the room this year. Obviously, Christopher was there last year. What have you seen from some of these young guys this year? Obviously CJ Okoye had some really cool moments in the preseason. What's it been like watching those young guys come in and fight for those snaps?
Um, it's cool. It's cool seeing everybody get better and develop and kind of coaching them. Just being there yourself at one point in time is just kind of cool to kind of see them grow slowly and trying to get out there on the field and make a difference. Like you said, Scott, Chris, and CJ with a great sack and great sack dance and all that kind of stuff. It's cool to see those guys get their shine and kind of go out there and play and have fun.
Yeah, it was a super cool moment. Obviously, the NFL is now doing more expansion towards international players, which is going to be fun to see. I want to touch on some things. Obviously, run defense has been a really big topic for you guys. You individually were in the top, I think, 15 in run stop percentage according to Pro Football Focus with the Giants your last year there. And then before you got injured, you were top 15 in the position again last year. How does that translate for you? Like, because those are two different schemes, right? Like, how do you come in from the Giants, come to the Chargers, and run defense is still kind of like your forte? What is that adjustment to the scheme like? Walk me through that whole process for you.
Um, yeah, for sure, the scheme is different, but I mean, it's kind of like you said, that focus on stopping the run is kind of the same thing. Just kind of trying to find your kind of edge in the defense and being able to play how you want to play and what has got me here. So it's different, but kind of the same. I don't want to kind of say it's a completely different kind of scheme and something different that you need to do. It's football at the end of the day. But stopping the runs, fun. Love that. Love hitting the running back and doing what we need to do to get that win. And stopping the run makes it the ball that much better and that much easier.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Obviously, Derrick Henry's been kind of the running back of the generation the last few seasons. We were not able to play in the game last year. What's just kind of the key to slowing him down? Because I think, they still run that outside zone scheme, right? He's throwing defenders, defensive backs around left and right. How do you make sure that Derrick Henry is kept under control this week?
Um, by setting the line of scrimmage and getting hats to the ball, it's going to take more than one person to tackle him. He's a big back. He's 6'4", 6'5", whatever he weighs. Looking at me in the eye, running the ball. So it's going to be a good game. But yeah, we need to get hats to him and constantly hit him and tackle him and attack the ball.
Yeah, absolutely love that mindset. You guys were really efficient and effective when it came to producing pressures when using stunts in games. What does that process of building those packages up look like for you guys?
I'm sorry, say that again. You cut out a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I must be having some Wi-Fi issues on my end. That's my apologies. But last year, you guys were really effective at creating pressures when running stunts in games. I think you were in the top 10% in the league last year. What does that process of building that part of the game plan up look like for you guys?
Getting people moving, disguising. It's one of the things that one of the few things that we're really good at, trying to getting people moving around and so that nobody can kind of pick up where we're coming from, especially front wise, moving people, making the moves. We have the people up front to make them free and do what we need to do. Definitely the people outside coming off the edge, whatever it is, whatever the pressure is. So it makes it easier on us kind of moving around, the offense kind of not picking up where we're coming from.
Is there a stunt that you feel like you are like that's your comfort zone, like a stunt that you kind of can execute at a higher level for you personally?
I mean, I would like to say I love to do all of them. Whatever coach wants to call, I'm down to run whatever stunt he wants to give me.
Yeah. Is that Jay? Is Jay Rogers the one who kind of designs that, or how does or who's kind of in charge of that whole process?
I would say kind of more than one person. I would say Jay, Dave Staley. Sometimes the people on the field, just kind of talking through it and seeing what we're getting out there on the field, because people on the field are going to be the ones that can choose what they want to do the best, what's going to work as well as out there. So, it's the combination of everybody. It's a group effort.
Yeah, yeah. I want to shift gears here. Obviously, the offensive side of the ball, you guys get to go up against Corey and Zion and Jamari every single day in practice. Specifically with Zion and Jamari, what have you seen from those two as they've kind of adjusted to the NFL? This is their second year. What's it been like going up against those two guys this year?
Those are two really good young guys. They're definitely professionals, and just from last year to this year, definitely have gotten better, run, pass overall. So I think as young guys, they're definitely progressing in the right direction.
Yeah, I think this past week, obviously, such a big confidence builder for them. Rushing for 230 yards. You got to see the team last year, obviously, what's the biggest change, going up against this Kellen Moore offense from last year to this year?
I don't know, it's kind of hard to say. I really didn't do training camp, but from, I guess, the outside looking in, just like I would probably say the different types of runs, the team in general. But I mean, that's all I can really say. I didn't really get a chance to go up against it in training camp, but just from the outside and looking at training camp, I would probably say just the styles of run and just the way that it's kind of set up and how they go about running the ball. As you can see after game one.
Yeah, it was a big step forward this past week. It was a lot of fun to watch. All right, we'll get to some of these listener questions, and then we'll get you out of here. Our guy Jay in our Discord wants to know who's the best trash talker on the defensive line and who talks the least on the defensive line.
Best trash talker. Probably say Morgan or Bash, who talks the least, like in a game. It's probably me. I'll probably talk the least in the middle of the game.
That's a fair distinction. I feel like Sebastian probably gets a little creative out there.
Yeah, it's definitely between Bash and Morgan, no doubt.
All right. King Philo wants to know about some of the tattoos that you have. Do you have a favorite tattoo or meaning behind a tattoo?
Gosh, I love all my tattoos. I try and get one every off season. I probably say the one on my leg because it's definitely taken the longest.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten 10 sessions, 12 hours each session.
Oh my gosh.
And my whole left leg is a thing, so I absolutely love my left leg.
All right, there we go.
Post surgery too.
yeah, we got to cover up that scar maybe a little bit.
Absolutely, no question.
Rogue Panda wants to know who your favorite offensive lineman is to go up against in the league.
Favorite to go up against. Goodness. Going on 8 years, that's kind of a hard question. I'll go with the easy one. I'll probably say Corey. Because Corey's probably Corey. Corey or let's just go with Corey. Corey's a good one.
I forget who it was, but somebody on the team said that Corey's just like super strong hands, like, I think which would maybe surprise some fans given he's kind of like the shorter guy. Would you say that he's got strongest hands on the team maybe?
Yeah, it's definitely up there. Yeah. Yeah. You may not look the strongest, but he's definitely up there.
All right. Last one here. One of our listeners wanted to get your thoughts on grass versus turf. That's obviously a big thing with Aaron Rodgers recently. You've played at turf for most of your NFL career, I believe. So what's kind of your opinion on the grass versus turf debate?
I mean, my first 4 years I was in Tennessee and I played on grass. Then ever since then I kind of played on turf. But I would probably, if I had to choose, I would say probably grass. But beggars can't be choosers.
Fair. That is very fair. All right, Austin. Can't thank you enough for joining us, man. Really appreciate it. Hopefully, like I said, you guys stay healthy the whole rest of the year and can come away with a win in Tennessee on Sunday. Appreciate it, and hope to talk to you soon.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it.